Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are here today at A1 Combat 17, the now 5-0 Sinjen Smith. How did it feel to get that victory after a 6-year layoff?
Man, it feels pretty damn good. But, you know, it's like, it feels like another training session, but a lot harder, and with someone being victorious. But it really, I envisioned this nonstop in my head. I knew I was going to get that victory.
A possibility of the fight of the night if we had an award to give. You guys were duking it out in there. I mean, you guys were throwing everything you guys had. The kitchen sink would be an understatement to say what you guys threw out there tonight. Can you just give us the mentality of how it felt to come back into that cage after this time off and then getting in there and actually feeling everything go down the way it did?
It was odd. I felt extremely calm, but it felt like new, or it felt just normal. Even more comfortable than I remember being in my past. I'm more confident with who I am as a person, as a fighter. We've been active with our amateur team, with our pro team. You know, being in the UFC now with Peyton Talbot, and it's just super. It's oddly calm. I feel oddly calm.
I felt like I was watching some. It was like a little bit of Peyton, a little bit of Sinjen, like some of those knees and some of those striking, man. Can you just go into how it is to obviously not only be able to come back, but come back and have such a gritty performance and such a performance where you guys were throwing the strikes out there? Because that's not a fight that often happens to a lot of guys when they come back after a layoff like how you just had.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. I've never been dropped before, but I was there. I was immediately there. I know I can take a punch. I got a hard ass head. I've broken many hands on my head, so I just know I can take a punch. I've never been knocked out. But that guy was the toughest man I've ever fought out of like the 11 fights I've had, and it was an honor to be in there with him. I feel like there was no bad blood. It was just really fun being in there with each other, and like super stoked to get this victory because it was the only way I can earn my way to have a voice on this stage, you know, and speak about what I'm passionate about, speak about my team, speak about the nonprofit I'm involved in and the work that we do.
Can you give us a little bit more word on that nonprofit? I was talking to you a little bit before that. I love when fighters come out and they fight for something bigger than themselves, something bigger than what is going on in the crowd tonight. You're fighting to keep these oceans clean, to help preserve the earth, and that's something that I think is pretty beautiful. But I want you to give the full rundown, let people know how they can help as well.
Absolutely. I mean, first thing before I forget, you can find us and follow us on Instagram, where we're most active at Greenvibe World, Facebook as well, and YouTube at Greenvibe World. Please watch our short film called Green Heart. It's a very funny, lighthearted remake of a very popular scene in the movie Braveheart. So check that out. You can learn about us and find us at greenvibeworld.org. Anyways, that was just a real. I started getting connected to myself and trying to find my purpose here as a younger version of myself, and I feel I did about 5 years ago, soon after like my last fight and performance back in 2017, and it's been a real battle. I was also just battling injuries, you know, the former injuries. These knees of mine have given me a lot of issues, but they've held tight, and held strong overall, and grateful for my body. But yeah, this whole thing about Greenvibe, I saw an objective problem. Like, there's pollution all over, and you don't need science or any sort of studies to show that this is a problem, and it's worldwide. And I thought it was just I just start picking up trash one day. Yeah.
Hey, I think with a performance like that, no one's going to be yelling St. John at you anytime soon. I think you're going to be good on that note, my man. Congratulations on that victory. We look forward to possibly, when are we going to see you next?
Who knows, man? Hopefully in the near future. I've been telling myself, you know, I'm beat up. I beat myself up as a young lad, and but I still have a lot left in me. So I've been saying that, like, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here for a long time, but I'm going to be here for a good time, and that's what I got to say about that.
Well, Sinjen, you definitely provide the entertainment. Thank you so much for your time today, my man. You go celebrate that win, go ice that leg, go have a great time. Michael Hernandez of MLH Media, and we are going to be signing out over here at A1 Combat 17 with the now 5-0 Sinjen Smith out of Reno Academy of Combat. Congratulations.